TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to TV1 News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. In this edition, major collision on Makam Highway, impact of corruption, and 3 more days before eviction. A major collision yesterday afternoon along the Makam Highway near Arab Bridge in Morobe Province has resulted in multiple casualties and fatalities, prompting a swift response from the St. John Ambulance Service. The incident involved a 5-door Land Cruiser and a 25-seater bus. The St. John Ambulance responded to a severe motor vehicle collision yesterday at around 1 o'clock on the Makam Highway near Arab Bridge in UN Gulf District of Morobe Province. The accident involved a 5-door Land Cruiser and a 25-seater bus, resulting in multiple casualties and fatalities. Initial report indicates several deaths and over 15 injured individuals were transported to Wampa Health Center. By 1600 hours at St. John Ambulance, Momasa Regional Commander Anderson Palm confirmed that 20 casualties, 15 adults and 5 children, were taken to Wampa Health Center. 17 patients, including the 5 children, were transferred to Angao Memorial Hospital with major trauma, lacerations and fractures. St. John Ambulances transported 11 of these patients, while district ambulances handled 6. 3 casualties remain at Wampa Health Center awaiting further transport. All available ambulance units in Morobe Province have been dispatched. St. John Ambulance is coordinating closely with local health authorities, police and fire services to manage the situation.
Corruption in PNG. The seminar informed those in attendance of the main roles and functions of the ICAC, the investigation processes, ICAC's engagement and prevention activities, and the intersection of HISEC's roles and functions with other regulatory agencies. The event also created an opportunity to discuss PNG's experience in dealing with and prosecuting corruption methods and discussion around new regulations and other possible legislative reforms. During the opening speech, the president of the PNG Law Society, Hubert Namani, welcomed the 140 attendees and highlighted the importance of the strong collaboration of lawyers and legal professionals with the ICAC in combating corruption.
To see how ICAC has progressed in the last 12 months.
The European Union ambassador to Papua New Guinea, Jacques Fradin, co-opened the event, congratulated the ICAC on its 1-year anniversary and encouraged the ICAC to forge a strong partnership with anti-corruption agencies and maintain existing partnership to continue the fight against corruption. He also emphasized that the ICAC should be granted the necessary independence to conduct its roles and functions fully.
The establishment of ICAC in 2018 is in line with Article 6 of the UN Convention requiring the state parties to establish the body responsible for the prevention of corruption and for implementation of the prevention policies.
The ICAC Commissioner Andrew Forbes took the attendees through the roles and functions of the ICAC. The Commissioner highlighted that dealing with corruption is a multi-phased exercise that needs many agencies to come together.
Cooperating with many agencies both within PNG and internationally.
Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
A panel of discussion was the highlight of the Independent Commissioner Against Corruption seminar, where key representatives from ICAC, Supreme and National Court, Public Solicitors and Internal Revenue Commission held discussions about the impact of corruption in Papua New Guinea.
The seminar included panelists from the ICAC Deputy Commissioner Graham Gill, Chief Justice Sir Gibbs Salika, Public Solicitor Leslie Mamu, and Commissioner General for the Internal Revenue Commission, Sam Coim. The representatives highlighted the impact of corruption in Papua New Guinea, the consequences of corruption, and how to reduce it. IRC Commissioner Coim highlighted that corruption can only be addressed when integrity agencies work together to address it.
You need the collaboration of all the integrity institutions, which is critical.
Coim says HICAC as an investigative authority who have the benefit of multi-skills, unlike the police, to track down a crime, something ICAC must utilize to combat crime in the country.
Talking about the ICAC will be dealing with is the elite people.
The Chief Justice of PNG, Sir Gibbs Salika, also stated that corruption prevention is a difficult task in PNG and needed strong collaboration.
In this case, mostly the police, plus there could be the Ombudsman Commission, there could be other. They have a very high responsibility, a duty to ensure the type of law that you are dealing with. The evidence that you need to produce to the courts must be consistent with what the law requires of you to produce before it.
Public Prosecutor Leslie Manu made a call to lawyers to join the fight against corruption, stating that corruption will remain with us. The challenge is how we deal with it. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
University of Papua New Guinea Council and Administration today announced they will look into the alleged butchering and purported cooking of animal meat allegedly at Games Village students' residence laundry area. UPNG Chancellor Mr. Robert Igara and Acting Vice Chancellor Professor Cecilia Nembo jointly indicated this today following recent Facebook posts of images of butchering of a dead snake and seemingly roasted whole pig or dog, supposedly as meat meals allegedly in UPNG Games Village students' residence. Chancellor Igara said there's a lot that remains unknown on the Facebook post, so it is premature and irresponsible for UPNG authorities to comment at this stage or take any action. Professor Nembo said they are currently looking into the issue to establish the facts before necessary actions are taken. In a strategic move to bolster sustainable forestry practices and biodiversity conservation, the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Expertise France. This collaboration marks a significant step in implementing the national component of the European Union-funded Forestry Climate Change Biodiversity Program. In a pivotal move to reform the forestry sector, the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority has signed an MOU with Expertise France to enhance sustainable practices and biodiversity conservation. PNGFA Managing Director John Mosoro highlighted the importance of this partnership, stating that the forestry sector is undergoing reforms to comply with national government policy directives aimed at improving forest management, reducing round log exports, increasing domestic processing, expanding plantation forests, and involving resource owners in managing forest resources. The MOU, witnessed by representatives from the European Union delegation to PNG and the Department of National Planning and Monitoring, solidifies the collaboration between PNGFA and Expertise France. The partnership will focus on upgrading Papua New Guinea's forest resource information management system, strengthening provincial forest planning, enhancing forestry management practices, and exploring downstream processing options to develop forest sector value chains. Project Manager from Expertise France, Alaric Vanderberg, emphasized the significance of the MOU, stated this collaboration supports PNG in moving toward a sustainable forestry sector essential for mitigating climate change, conserving biodiversity, and improving livelihoods.
And this partnership with PNGFA covers all three of these objectives. So we're going to be working with PNGFA on digitalization. This includes work on FRIMS, the Forest Resource Information Management System, which is a very important system of PNGFA that JICA and others have already supported. So we're also going to be a part of this endeavor. Another aspect will be coordination with the provincial level, and we'll be supporting the development of provincial forest plans.
Mosara expressed gratitude on behalf of the Forest Minister, the National Forest Board, the management and the staff of the PNGFA for the support from the EU FCCB program and other partners in implementing these critical policy reforms. Stay tuned. TV1 News continues when we come back.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He loves the Maroons. He loves the Blues. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungimyumi.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trubla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Welcome back. Bokbilong Pikinini recently celebrated the legacy of Sir Brian Bell, whose generosity and commitment to education have made a lasting impact. His foundation has significantly supported BBP library learning centers, benefiting key libraries in Evedahana, ATS, Hagara, Leisho Ground, and UPNG. These centers have become vital learning sanctuaries for children. The Sir Brian Bell Foundation also sponsors BBP's Inclusive Education Program, ensuring all children, including those with special needs, receive tailored educational support. Notably, the foundation sponsors the inspirational When I Grow Up series, encouraging children's dreams. Through holistic support for BBP's programs and team, the foundation enhances the reach and impact of educational initiatives. Sir Brian Bell's legacy lives on in the children he has touched, inspiring continued dedication to education and community upliftment. Squatters residing in land portions 2156, 2157 and 2159 at 9 Mile, Bushwara area in Port Moresby are slowly moving out as they have 3 days remaining before the eviction on Thursday, July 11th.
With 3 days remaining until the eviction on Thursday, July 11th, the illegal squatters residing on Portion 2156, 2157 and 2159 at 9 Mile Bushwara area in Port Moresby are dismantling their homes and slowly moving out from the land that belongs to Number 1 Super Limited or NSL. This follows after the Waigani National Court granted leave to NSL to issue writs of possession to illegal squatters at Bushwara on March 12, 2024. On that day, the court gave a 120-day grace period for the illegal squatters residing at the 3 portions to voluntarily vacate the land. The court order ends on July 10th and the eviction will commence the next day. A squatter from Eastern Highlands who lived in the area for 12 years said he had to comply with the court order by dismantling his house to avoid the risk of losing his building materials. Meanwhile, the acting commander of National Capital District and Central Province Assistant Commissioner of Police Peter Guinness commended those who are removing their houses and other valuable properties, stating that they are doing the right thing. Guinness said the police will act on the court orders and will continue to carry out awareness until Wednesday, July 10th, which is the final day of the grace period. After this, no more awareness will be given. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
The government is working on solutions for people at 9 Mile who have been ordered to move out after a court order was issued for eviction, taken by the owner of the land, Number 1 Super. Prime Minister James Marape said he sat with Deputy Prime Minister and Lands Minister John Rosso, NCD Governor Paul Parkop and Moresby North East MP John Cowper and discussed ways to address this issue. The government is looking at 2 options: to fence off and develop the land in line with NCDC's Settlement to Suburb Upgrade program, or look at alternate land to move the affected people to. PM Marape asked NSL for its understanding as the government seeks a permanent solution to the issue. In regional news, after his landslide victory, the new Prime Minister of the UK, Keir Starmer, has declared his Labour government as the sunlight of hope that will rebuild Britain. On his first full day in office, Starmer pledged to end the era of scandal that plagued the previous government and to create wealth in every community. However, he acknowledged that his large majority comes with significant challenges that will take time to address.
Your Majesty. Britain's new Prime Minister invited by the monarch to form government. Sir Keir Starmer's Labour may have won in a landslide, but he's determined to govern for all.
Our country has voted decisively for change, for national renewal. The work of change begins immediately.
He's announced Rachel Reeves as the UK's first ever female Chancellor of the Exchequer, and Angela Rayner is the new Deputy Prime Minister, part of the record 11 women in a cabinet of 25. For the Conservatives, it was their worst ever loss. The outgoing Prime Minister marked the end of 14 years of Tory rule by resigning as party leader.
I am sorry. I have given this job my all, but you have sent a clear signal that the government of the United Kingdom must change.
The Liberal Democrats are delighted with their solid result.
You have helped us get our best results for over 100 years.
With 649 seats declared, Labour has won 411, up by 209. The Tories have secured 121 seats, but more tellingly, lost 244. The Liberal Democrats won 71, up 60 seats, while Nigel Farage's Reform UK achieved 5. The pro-independent Scottish National Party were big losers, winning just 9 seats, a loss of 39. Voter turnout was 60%, the lowest in more than 20 years.
There was no point voting small parties because they're not going to come into the power anyway, right? So I decided not to vote this year.
Young people were voting this year because we really needed a change.
It's going to be a fresh new start.
I feel very hopeful.
I would like them to be true to their Labour roots and think about the working class.
As he begins his term in office, Sir Keir Starmer has some enormous challenges to address, including the cost of living crisis, a sluggish economy, the crumbling National Health Service and rising immigration. He'll also need to build relationships internationally, starting at the NATO summit in the US next week.
Labor has a clear mandate, but it comes with great responsibility.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up a big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste P&G loves.
Open bets. Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harry, talk young or old, a scale rice family meal with toast. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni sigola, scale rice, low scale price. Seni sigola, scale rice, low scale price. But you like him?
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball is well underway at the Tauranga Aquatics Centre. In an interesting contest in the men's TSC ending, out its opponents Dentos last week have come on court heated up for a good challenge against Customs. An event exchange it was for both teams in the women's plate match. Credit Corp proved too good for ANZ. The heat is on for the challenge. For the Cup playoff, Digicel and Pomgen got down to business with an even playout, but Pomgen came out winning 3-1. Winners advance to the major semi-final next Sunday. The Euro 2024 Championship is down to the final 4 teams after entertaining quarter-final matches. England defeated Switzerland 5-3 in the penalty shootout, and Netherlands holds off Turkey 2-1 to round the quarter-finals. From the emotional exit of Cristiano Ronaldo, from the Euro to the heartbreaking finish to the championship for the host nation, Germany, it was a great quarter-final weekend of football. Portugal bowed out of the Euro quarter-finals on Saturday, and so did host nation Germany in an intense encounter. England defeated Switzerland 5-3 in the penalty shootout. The Netherlands defeated the strong Turkey side 2-1 in a close finish to book themselves a spot in the semi-final. And now we'll have the weather forecast. Southern Mumase, isolated showers and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain over Arab and parts of New Britain Island with possible flooding. And Highlands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. And that ends the news tonight. Have a top week ahead. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.